Hey guys, it's Yusuf with the Collectiv team, and today I want to show how to easily set up a Microsoft Teams live event. Live events are a really great feature if you're ever planning on broadcasting or hosting a big meeting, let's say, like an all-company meeting where there's going to be specific presenters and it's a less collaborative environment, meaning it's not going to be like a small group of people meeting who some are going to turn on their mics and talk, and you're going to have people switching back and forth from presenting. It's going to be really a one-way stream of communication where you'll have a set group of people who will be presenting, whether it's one or multiple, and everyone else joining in will just be watching the presented event. So it's a little less collaborative because, it's, like I said, it's a one stream of communication. One thing to keep in mind about Microsoft Teams live events is that it does require to have an enterprise license of E1, E2, or E3, or you can have a Office 365 education license, which is A3 and A5. That's as of October 2020. So to get started, to do the live event, you go into Microsoft Teams, whether you're in the desktop app or the browser web app. Click calendar, and it's just like scheduling, kind of just like scheduling a regular meeting. So under new meeting, if I do have the appropriate license to set up a live event, I will see this drop down where I can go ahead and click and select live event. I'll go ahead and just label this Yusuf's live event, super creative. I can specify a location. For this one, I'm not going to put a location. I can then put my date, start and end time, just like any other event, and provide any details here. Now, what's different about scheduling an event for live events is that this will not send out an invite to a bunch of people who are in my organization that I've added to it. This will have an invite for the actual presenters. So what I see over here is I have producer. There's two roles, producer and presenter. The producer has all the main control, switching who can present next. They're really the owners and admin of this live event. I can invite presenters. They have less control. They're really just be able to control the presentation functions that they need in order to present. Now I'm just going to leave myself on here and go ahead and hit next. Now I have different options. So I can specify specific people or groups that this can join this event. I can do org-wide, which means anyone within my organization in this tenant can join the live event, and public, meaning anyone that gets this link can join the live event. I'm going to leave it as org-wide. Scrolling through, I'll see a couple of options here. So by default, producers and the presenter will see a recording of the event, just like if you did a recording of a meeting. Recording available to attendees, so you'll see this one is if you want your attendees to be able to receive the recording for this. Attendee engagement report, this is a interesting one. This will let you receive a report on where attendees really watching, did they close the presentation window, so you get a little idea of how engaged your users were during the event. And then a Q&A, which is a great feature to allow your viewers to be able to ask any questions during the event. So I'm going to check that. Now, one thing to note is like the public is, in order to set an event to be public, it does have to be set up within your tenant to be allowed to. So if your admins have set it up so there cannot be public events, this would be grayed out. So now I can go ahead and schedule this event. Now I can see here is where I can get an attendee link. So it's different from the link I would use as a producer or a presenter. What you can do with this link is you can copy the link and then set up a separate calendar invite or an email and put that link in there so the people that you send it to can join the event. I can cancel from here, I can make edits. And then what I can also do is if I were to close out and reopen it, I would still see the same window. I can go ahead and hit join. Right away, I'll see that as a presenter and a producer, I cannot join the web app, which I'm in now. So I'll have to go ahead and open the desktop app to do so. All right, so now that I've opened the desktop app, so what we've learned is we can set up a live event on the web app or the desktop app, but to actually join the live event as the producer and presenter, you do need to be in the desktop app. So I'll go ahead and click this event now and hit the join. There I am on the camera. I'm gonna go ahead and mute and turn off the camera and hit join. Now I'm joining earlier, or actually it might be scheduled now, but you can join whenever. You'll see it as the pre-live, so it's a pre-live event. It's not live yet. What I can do is put my camera on, so I can go ahead and actually put that back on. I can add different content as well. So now the left is going to be what I have, how I'm going to show my camera and items that I want to present. And then on the right is going to be what's actually live. So what I'm going to do is click share, and I have a PowerPoint open, and so I'm going to select PowerPoint, and what that will do is now add it as my content here. And so I have both my camera and my content up. So what I want to do is queue it up here. So I have two options. I have a single view. So if I select my video, it'll be just the video. If I select PowerPoint, it'll be just the PowerPoint. But I can also do this view here. We'll have the video on the right and my content on the left. So there we go. So now I can see both video and the presentation all on one view. I know that the live event hasn't started and that this is not showing yet. Once I'm ready for this to be next to go up, I can go ahead and hit send live. Now I can see it over here on the right. So the event was live. This is what everyone would be seeing. Once the event's ready to start, you would click start, and this will start the event. The event can last for up to 4 hours. Once you hit start, you can't end it and start back again. So what you want to do is, when you're testing, you don't want to do the live right away. Once the event starts, you'll hit start when it's live and ready to go for everyone else. So a couple of other options of things to note over here is you can see how long the event's been running for so far. I can see the attendees that have joined so far. Over here, I can get a health and performance dialog, which will show me how's the network, devices, all these different things here. I can switch to the Q&A icon, and this will make it so that I can post an announcement to everyone through this, but I could also, this is where the participants can really engage with the presenters by asking their questions. Meeting notes, just like I would be able to see in a regular meeting event. The chat is different. Chat works with the presenters and producers. Here I can see all the people that have joined, and then I have my settings. And so it gives you all those little options, but the Q&A is really what your attendees will be using to engage if you do choose to turn that on. I can stop sharing at any point. I can mute all the other presenters. I don't want to hit leave because I am the admin of this. I'm the producer, so I do not want to hit leave on accident. So be careful for that. Once I'm ready and I have everything going, I can just go ahead and hit start. It's going to remind me the event can last, well, I thought 4 hours, but apparently it's 16 hours. Not sure if that's, I'll have to double check if that's a tenant setting or if that's a new update. And what's interesting is the attendees will have a 10 to 20 second delay. So it's something just to keep in mind, and then go ahead and continue. And now my event's live. I can see by the icon here, it's gonna remind me that my microphone's muted, and I can stop. Like I said, it's pretty straightforward. I can stop sharing. I can go ahead and switch to different producers and all of that. I go ahead and hit end and end this live event. I hope this was helpful for you guys and you guys are ready to set up your first live event. And if you do, feel free to invite me. I would love to go to that live event. And as always, to stay on top of the latest tips and tricks with Microsoft, whether Teams, Power Apps, Power BI, anything like that, to follow the Collectiv team on social media so you can keep up to date with our videos. Catch you guys all later. Bye.